know what's making it, isn't it? It is.
No, it isn't. Don't you do?
You know it's gonna be in it. You're just the walking advertisements, aren't you? Fucking Quaker Oats, Costa Coffee. Someone please give us freebies.
No, but if you watch it. What was the name? Daddy Bear.
Oh god, she's stuck. Right, so today we've got a little vlog for you with Reece Mitchell. We're going to go and train with him, do some questions with him, sit down, have a little chat, ask him about the games and what he's been up to, and then we've got a little egg challenge for him where he's going to be getting sweaty, out of breath and answering questions during the rest period. Just a little fun thing where stupid questions really in that challenge and just having a bit of fun with it. But yeah, gonna go and train with him now.
I'm scared.
Yeah, and then train with him, basically find out how crap we are compared to him, and then see how it goes.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's do this.
20 days, I'm going around playing city games. Now you say you slow it down, not right now. Then you look at me and walk away. Let it be, let it be known. I want to go. Touching and teasing me, telling me no. But this time I need to feel you. Ride it, I don't wanna know. Ride it, just lose control. Ride it, catch my soul. Ride it, I may feel you. Ride it, turn the lights down low. Ride it, I'm head to toe.
We've got ourselves Reece Mitchell here, the lad who two-stepped his way to the CrossFit Games twice. It was a good dance move, there was Reece during the session, so got a few questions for him. Let's get to know him a little bit better, because Reece has been training in our gym for the last few months and taking classes. First off, just going to start by asking you what you've been up to lately.
The past couple of months has been quite a sort of a different step in my life, to be honest. After the games 2019, I said for the next year or so I'm going to take a little bit of a step back from competing and actually focus on trying to get better and just have fun. I've been sort of locked up in the gym for the past 5 years. Don't get me wrong, I love CrossFit, it's my life and it always will be. I've never actually lived as a teenager and I've never actually did anything that normal teenagers do, and I sort of didn't want to get to a point in my life, say for example in 10 years time, where I look back and think, oh, did I maybe ruin my teenagehood, or did I like not do what other people did? So I want to get the best of both worlds. I want to do what I'm doing and then sort of just take a little bit of time to have a bit of fun and take a step back while I'm taking the transition from the teenagers into the adults. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because like, you know, you see like probably the lads in school and like your mates and that going on and enjoying yourself, and you're trying to commit to a, you know, like as an apprentice maybe in a normal job, you in college and you can still fuck around for a bit, can't you? You know what I mean? Before like you're in work, whereas like you come straight out of school, whatnot, and still have to go straight into like being head on your shoulders, being sensible. So I suppose like it's hard. Like hats off to you, like, because I don't think I could do it.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. I know you're going to Dubai, aren't you? In the future, coming weeks. So what's happening there? What's it? So a goal of mine for a long time has been moving away. Even like since I was like say 5 years of age, before I even knew what CrossFit was, I always said I was going to move to America, to be honest. So I think maybe I'll end up there eventually, but hopefully a little step on the shoulder is going to be the Middle East. So a couple of reasons why the Middle East, to be honest. One, because it's one of where CrossFit's grown the biggest out of any other country in the world. I think personally, you can just have a look at the Dubai CrossFit Championships or any of the gyms over there. Two, it's a way to earn loads of money. Everyone knows that. Yeah. Moving to Dubai, moving to the Middle East, it's a way to earn loads of money. And it's pretty much exactly the same in personal training and CrossFit coaching, shall we say. And three, it's just the lifestyle and the place itself is a very, very good place for me to make that transition into the men's division. As it's simply just, my whole life revolves around CrossFit. It's warm, there's none of this having to come in the gym, warm up for an hour. It's simply go in the shorts on and crack on. Yeah. Simple as that. I mean, it's going to be really hard for me. I've never moved away from home before and I'm only 18, but I think I've got the right gym to help me out. and like you say there about not having to warm up, because our gym, this gym particularly that we're in, is the coldest place in the world. I've got 50 layers on behind this. In here in the summer, so yeah, I suppose like it's a good thing, and you get to go and live in like the desert basically. And you were saying before about like not being able to be a kid and, you know, probably enjoy yourself, and you had a bit of time off, so you know you threw yourself into the fire with not being able to bevy as well, and you're going to Dubai.
That's what you think, Lee. You know, it's a lot more relaxed than you think.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just made out like that, isn't it? That you get up and you can't bevy and you can't show your.
It's more of go to a brunch club and get pissed. Than
gotta do
than
brunch
go
club.
partying in like mansion all night. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like that.
Right. So, why didn't you enter the Open last year?
In 2020 just gone.
Yeah.
So, 2 reasons. One, I've had loads of issues with the way I move and injuries over the past, say 3 years. And this year especially was more just like damage limitation. It was simply make the games again because it's my last year as a teenager. I don't want to waste an opportunity because I'm well fit enough, well strong enough to go and do so. But then, if I carry on moving the way I'm moving, well the way I moved, I'm going to get injured then.
Would you have been as a teen if you went in last year again?
No, I would have been individuals.
Oh, would you?
I would have been in first year individuals. Which I think personally, fitness-wise and gymnastics-wise, I would have probably been, hopefully maybe top 20 in England, just putting it out there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I was like top 25 in 2019, I think, which is pretty good. I'm only 24 places out from beating Zach and Elliot, so you know. But yeah, it was simply just because I didn't want to move the way I move anymore. I was sick to death of getting injured. I'm sick to death of having all these little niggles. I want to, as a coach as well, I really stand by CrossFit's triangle of mechanics, consistency and intensity. And that's for every athlete, no matter whether you're very, very low level and you just want to come in the gym and just get fit, or if you are trying to make the CrossFit Games.
It's a bit like the model isn't where you saying that like you wanted to improve the way you move because I'd kill to move like you know. But like I suppose that's the difference between being like a box athlete and a fucking actual games athlete. So
I think it depends on which way you look at it. Like gymnastics wise and metabolic conditioning wise, I'm not being cocky, but I move really, really, really good, and that's what I've proved that in events across the board, in both gymnastics and conditioning. Weightlifting wise, I've always been quite a strong kid, even when I was younger. It was just that because I had like an injury and then I started like compensating on one side. Over time your body just gets used to moving that way because you built that new neuromuscular pattern. You just simply get caught up in moving that way and just like getting loads of injuries on one side of your body, sort of pulling, like pushing too hard on one side, and it's just stuff like that really, and it's annoying.
So like you're obviously improving the way your strength and stuff like that. Would you say gymnastics is your strong point? Or the conditioning and that? Because I always remember you won the lowdown, it was the Lowlands sanctional for the teens, and I always remember the picture of you at the top of the rings, and that's kind of like, that's like the picture I remember. For some reason, I don't know why, it was like a stalker or nothing, but that sticks in my head. When I think of you at a competition, it's that picture of you at the top of the rings at the Lowlands.
Gymnastics for me, like has always been a big strength. I don't know why. If you want to come into CrossFit at first, I was pretty bad at it, but I really nailed the fundamentals. I simply put it this way. This is how I was sort of sick of my little brain at times. I did it every minute on the minute for 10 minutes of every single day of hollow holds, Superman holds, and a rig hold every single day. I think I did it for a year and a half, and like. The dividends it paid on my gymnastics is fantastic. It sounds so mad, but because of how good my hollow was, so any sort of movement in the bar, I created so much tension, sort of just like everything effortless to me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That'll be getting added to my daily.
I can kind of like because we've got Reece doing like a similar thing. Like she's doing like a gymnastic sort of strength, just working on it every day after the session, doing like pull-ups, and like I used to do stick ring dips after the gym, and you should go to a normal like Globo gym, and I'm sick of ring dips now, just because like every day at the end of the session I do some box dips or ring dips, and like it pays off dividends, doesn't it? Really, like.
All the little things, all your little accessory movements, I think are the big thing when it comes to the bigger picture. A lot of people like to brush them aside. You get people come into the classes, for example, and I get someone come up to me like, oh, I want to do a bar muscle up. Fine, you do a stick pull up? No, but I still want to do a bar muscle up though. So. Nail the fundamentals and then move on to the bigger movements. And if you've got that in your mind, I promise you'll succeed in the sport. It might take you 5 years, but eventually you will. That makes sense.
So, what would you say you learned from competing at the games?
This year was a very big learning curve, but I loved every second of it this year. So let's go back to flashback 2017 very quickly. Young, inexperienced, went there, and I just wanted to sort of like. I wanted to go there and win it because I'd won the Open and I had loads of pressure on myself, and I went there with a big burden on my shoulders. I didn't take anything the whole weekend. I don't really remember much. It was simply just a whole blur. So I went there this year, 2 goals in mind. Take away the leaderboard, take away the competitors. It was simply this: go there and have fun, and go there and take the whole experience. And because for one, you're at the fucking CrossFit Games, you know, just go there and enjoy it. And that was simply, I went there, and no matter what happened, on the leaderboard, etc. I still had an unbelievable experience to shoot the games, and that's...
Because I kind of suppose if you go there and put too much pressure on yourself, and you know, you want to go there, you want to do well, but if you put too much pressure on yourself, you're not going to enjoy it, and you're probably not going to want to go back again, are you? So go there and enjoy it, and if you can, like, you know, if you can do well whilst enjoying it, you know, determined to get back there again.
The same with anyone saying, no, like you must notice yourself when you're just saying, like, if you have a good session, you go and you feel good.
Yeah.
If you have a bad session, like, fucking hell, you beat yourself up in the night time.
Yeah, like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and it's the same no matter what level you're at or where you are at. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what everyone's goals are. I know everyone's goals to the CrossFit Games, but look, say for example, you want to go to the game in Italy as a master.
As a master. Yeah.
Exactly. So, mate, you're on the right path of going to do that. Not that your knees getting sourced, etc. Does that make sense? And I think when it comes to, like, it doesn't matter where you are at. As I said before, fundamentals, nail them, and then crack on. Simple stuff.
Definitely, man. Like, so, do you have like a particular training schedule that you like to follow, and like, you know, include like maybe diet? You follow like a diet or anything? Or
so I like to follow CrossFit's thing. We're constantly varied. So I change my week every single week. I work with a mindset coach, Limitless Coaching. Shout out to her, she's amazing. If anyone wants any out there, go and see her. She's the best. She works with some big athletes now. I'm all allowed to say, but she works with some amazing people. I sort of like, so this week I'm probably going to train, I'm going to say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll rest Thursday, then I'll train Friday, Saturday, and I'll rest Sunday. And then next week I'll mix it up again. So no week's ever the same for me.
Do you like your own programs? Like you see a wall, how did you see like a wall on Instagram and be like, save it, right, I'll do that, or do you think of something like that? Alright, I need to work on this week.
At the moment, I usually work with a coach. I prefer to get told what to do, just due to financial purposes at the moment, and the coach I want to go with is like £250 a month, so it's quite expensive. I have a big plan in my head on a program, because obviously I've been studying this for a while, so I sort of know what I'm doing when it comes to program wise anyway. I always have a big plan in my head, should we say. For example, this week I want backlifting now, so I'm going to do some big focus on pulling this week. So I'll probably do a lot of workouts of deadlifts in, doing like loads of clean pulls, hang clean pulls, just any sort of pulling, and then workout wise, I just constantly vary functional movements to perform high intensity.
It's like you've done this thing before, isn't it? So you know what you're saying like before about your movement pattern, you work on your movement. Is that all sorted now, so you can go in to do like your lifting and all that in any way, shape and form, any way you think's fit?
I'm at a very good point now, should we say. I'm nowhere near perfect because no one's ever asymmetrical, but I'm at a point now where I feel I can start lifting again. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to go and see Deadpool again just before I go to Dubai. But I'm at a point, like the past week or two, I've been lifting again, which is amazing.
I know there's a divvy in our gym we love, but we hate called Danny Bean. I know he was saying the other day, he's trying to wind you up, saying you're back bending and all that, really. He's like, that's Danny Bean for you, though.
He's a good guy, though.
Sometimes.
Even though he's half a knob.
Sam, when he's a kid. Do you have any advice for potential, like, teens who'd like to get to the games, for example? Like, I don't know, what would you say, like, don't do this because I fucked up on doing that, or is there anything in particular that you need to concentrate on? Because you finish quickly, because we've got a girl in our gym, Anna Mailer, you know, she's a young girl, she's got all the ability in the world, all the potential in the world, so, you know, what advice would you say using Anna, would you give to Anna?
So, my advice to any sort of teen athlete or anyone at like that age who wants to make the games is literally just nail the, as I said before, nail the fundamentals. Learn to move really well, the basic stuff, before you move on to anything fancy. Does that make sense? And if you really want it, just trust the process. If you train hard, I promise you now the goals that you have, you will meet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be talented. You have to be talented to do this, no matter how much hard work you are. This is the only sport in my eyes that you can't have the American dream. You work hard because you might have the mechanics, you might never have the pulling strength. Some people's bodies just never adapt or don't have the genetics for this sort of thingy. But if you are a teenager, you are at a very good point where you literally, you trust the process, keep working hard, and you want to meet your goals, and you've got a very big chance of doing so. And also, open up, don't be shy. Sort of like, own it, go to the gym, have the swagger about you, be nice about it, be humble, don't be cocky, but go and have the swagger about it and like, go and put it out there.
Sing along with the songs and throw a few dance moves out like
and that as well,
There's a new format to the games, isn't there, which we've seen last year for the first time. From what we've heard, they're going to keep the format but slightly change it, so this year they potentially, from what I've heard, is give you 3 events before they start making the cuts. How do you reckon do you like the new format, and how do you reckon you'd have got on with the new format yourself? I know, like, obviously as a teen, it was slightly different format, wasn't it? So it was like a different sort of competition, although it's still the CrossFit Games. Obviously you go into the open now as a full open individual. How would you have got on?
So I have two sides of the story. At first, from a coach's point of view, I think it's fantastic. I think what Greg Glassman's doing from the health side of it is amazing, and he's changed the world because, to be honest, 90.9% of people who come to a CrossFit gym are from people from everyday walks of life, and they're not people who want to compete. Yeah. As an athlete at first, I thought this is grim because it's going to devalue the fact that you went to the games. Does that make sense? Whereas if you make the games, you are in a different human of fitness. If you make it now, you still are. But I still think it's only really after the first cut this year that you are in the human. Does that make sense?
It kind of felt a little bit unfair, didn't it? Because like someone's lifetime achievement is to go to the games, and you know, let's be honest, half of the field only went to the games to do, I don't know, say was it a 15-minute workout? Yeah. I think probably longer than that. Yeah, but you know what I mean? One workout, you're like, and you've probably spent, you know, it's not funded by CrossFit, is it, to get there? So people have had to fork out their own money to just get there and do one workout. So I think the new change myself personally is better to have the free events, potentially what I've heard before making the cuts, but I don't know, I just feel like there's potential for big athletes. Like for example, the last cut, you've seen like a lot of big athletes not making the last cut.
Do you feel the same way as me then, the fact that like it sort of devalues the fact that people went to the games?
It kind of does. So it kind of, for me, I think it had potential to be like, give the national champion like a bit of limelight and make it like kind of like the Olympics, but then you sort of devalued that as well by you sort of like, alright, you've got you there, now you're gone. You know what I mean? Give them a chance to, you know, show what they're good at. At least give them free tests, at least to show them what they're good at. At least they'll showcase your skills. Or
I do fully agree with you, Lee, to be honest. I just think, I think now anyway, I think for the sport to grow, it's what needs to be done. To be honest. Because now it gives the athletes more chance to earn money. It's very hard. It's still a very young sport, and it's still very hard for us athletes to make money through sponsorships, etc. Because no one wants to throw money anymore. It's not like football or it's not like boxing. Whereas now it gives athletes more chance to go and earn money. To go to Dubai, if you just make Dubai, you get £1,000 for going. Does that make sense? You get £1,000 for qualifying. You get £2,000 for just going. Yeah. So it's.
The sanctionals, I think now, after a while, obviously everyone thought of RIP and regionals and all that, but I think the sanctionals is a boss idea, like, and the national championship, it brings a bit of like, you know, a bit of spotlight onto your actual own country and that. So like that's like I'm more aware of like UK athletes now because of what CrossFit done by changing it that way. So yeah, I agree, lad. It is really good. I just think that in terms of the games, just give them maybe the free events. Which is what the hopefully.
Because then it gives you more of an opportunity to test them 10 general physical skills. Don't get me wrong, Dave Cashel did an amazing job this year in that first workout and making it mixed modality. He was metabolic condition, he was weightlifting, he was gymnastics. It that 3 header monster that Ben Bears I like to talk about. I just still think though one event is still not enough though. No. It still doesn't test. It might happen anyway. You might miss 2 snatches, 3 snatches. That could have been a lot of places on the leaderboard in that first workout. Does that make sense?
And obviously you're also like you're at the mercy of what order the events come out at as well. So you know, for say it was just imagine that rough run came out first. You know, we lose bronze straight away, and then if you lose bronze straight away, then you're losing that potential, that event that he won, which is handstand, the kettlebell one. So like, it's all, you know, you would have missed out on a spectacle just because of the order of.
That workout was the worst workout of my life ever.
Which one?
The rough run.
What
we did the rough run, yeah. Look, I've still got the chase in my back. I'm wearing it.
Oh my god.
We did it at 3 o'clock as well. So it was a heat wave in Madison at the time. It was like 40. It was 105 degrees Fahrenheit on the screen in the games, and it was ridiculously hot. We had one water station, and the water was in cups, like this big cups. And every time you grab one, you'd look like 10 over. You get in, like no water left, like lashing over your face. But that was a big win for me this year. I finished third in that.
Did you?
Did you? Yeah, smash that.
Dallon won. We won. I took him on the last lap. That was the best feeling ever. But it was mad. Loads of people were getting stretched off into ice baths. It was like made for the games, but for the
like Carter Saunders.
Yeah, mega people getting it was bad.
Did you just stay in touch with any of the young, like the lads that you competed against?
Yes, the top 4 are actually really good friends of mine out from 2017. So the top 4 this year was the top 4 in 20. No, yeah, it was top 4 in 2017 as well. So in 2018, I pulled out of the games in 2018. I went over to Seattle and stayed with Darren, James and Tudor for a week, which was amazing. It was just a competition for me. But that's same against that community aspect of CrossFit. Like I've made friends for life.
I have to say, like on a lesser scale than you, obviously, but like there's the people around the country who, like, I know now, just who are competing, and like
come mess them and train with them.
Yeah, that's it. Like we go and train with a few people already that we've just met through various different people and that. But
such a weird one. Like for example, I took a coaching job in crew. Best thing I ever did. I learned so much from the boss and I appreciate that for the rest of my life. Like that's something I'll take with me forever. But they took me in because they basically said to me the first time that you come down, stay in house on Wednesday, coach all day Wednesday, and then stay over and coach all day Thursday. Whenever, like, would it be weird for someone to say to a 17-year-old kid, you come and stay in house? Yeah. Said to someone now, like, that's proper weird. But in this concept,
put it like that.
In this concept, it's just not.
Yeah.
It's just like the way it is.
It's just nice now, isn't it?
It's CrossFit's just got its own like vibe around the sport. It's strange, but it's you know,
I like it.
Yeah. What's the best advice you've been given? There's a little like thought.
Doesn't even have to relate to CrossFit.
Yeah, it doesn't have to relate to CrossFit.
The best advice I've ever been given, was by your mindset coach, to be honest, and it was, whose opinion matters. Whose opinion matters.
Like that.
Because you're gonna have people saying shit. You're gonna have people like, for example, 2019. A lot of people bring me off. You know, you're not going back to games. You've got no chance.
Put you down.
Like, you know, like one of the guys in the gym, Wacky, unbelievable fella. Yes, Wacky. But he betted me $1,000 that I wouldn't go to the games, and I think he did that just for the reason that like just to give me the money because he's a good guy. Does that make sense? But then you can also go take that from a different angle. Like maybe he didn't think I was going to make it. You know what I mean? Maybe he didn't think I was going to make it.
You don't know, do you? You don't know. So like that's that bit of motivation.
It was that fire, and then he gave me the $1,000, which is amazing. That really helped. That really helped towards the games and that. But like sometimes like, stuff like that, like whose opinions matter. Like, take into consideration, for example, for you don't know, is it Rach whose opinion matters to you? Is it your mum? Is it your coach? Like, you know what I mean? Like that. I think that was the best advice I've ever been.
Yeah, it's sick. I've never heard that one before.
I like that one.
I like the way it makes you cool. Reece, that's it, man.
Pleasure,
Let's get signing. Got a few more questions in a bit when you'll be in a different state.
You're a bit more out of breath then.
Right, so Reece, what are we doing?
Fire questions.
Quick fire questions with Reece Mitchell on the ski erg. 12 calories with a 1 minute rest, answering questions in between the rest. Are we ready? Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
Favourite CrossFit movement?
Farmers look.
AMRAP or EMO?
Emo.
Sports background?
Football.
Money or fame?
Money.
Matt or Rich?
Rich.
Your best feature?
It's it.
Nana or Metcon?
Now.
What's your worst habit?
Moan.
Favourite word?
Fran.
Nice or Adidas?
Nice.
Worst CrossFit movement?
Deadlift.
Any regrets?
No.
Your proudest moment?
Stand on the podium of the games.
Annie or Catherine?
Annie.
What pisses you off the most?
Oh. Hello. Pass.
Time. Back on it.
20 days, and we're going round and round playing city games. Now you say you slow it down, not right now. Then you make me walk away. Let it be known.
Yes.
What music fires you up?
EDM.
Rachel Lee?
Rachel.
Who would you swap lives with?
Rich.
Danny or Lisa?
Daddy.
Dream career if CrossFit didn't exist.
Fireman.
What book has made a constant impact on you?
Ben Bergeron's Chasing Excellence.
Work hard or play hard?
Work hard.
Tell us a word in Spanish.
Hola.
Celebrity crush?
Kim Kardashian.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Are you on Tinder?
No.
Time.
Turn the lights down low.
Yes.
Play you in a movie of your life?
What's that?
Who'd play you in a movie of your life?
Who's playing me?
Yeah.
Oh God. I reckon Danny.
Kev or Vinny?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Favourite TV series?
Stranger Things.
If you owned the gym, what would your number one rule be?
Number one movie.
Yeah.
Oh, cheating.
Yes. Favourite egg?
Ski egg.
Your biggest addiction?
Alcohol.
What's 6 times 7?
Oh my God. 42.
Gymnastics or strength?
Gymnastics.
What's been your worst injury?
Torn loose.
Tell us a joke.
What's come out of spray on that? Doug.
What's your least favourite one?
50-50.
Who's your CrossFit inspo?
Fish throwing.
What's your least favourite word?
Least favourite word? Oh no.
I went for E when girls say that.
Yeah, moist probably.
Can you do an impression?
Oh yeah, Arnie.
Do you take pre-workouts?
Yeah, but said you're not twist.
What's the first thing that comes to mind now?
Slapping, foot slapping.
Time.
Take me home, I wanna ride it. Ride it, just lose control. Ride it, touch my soul. Ride it, make me ride it.
If you could hold the world record of the shape,
With the most muscle.
Costa or
Costa all day.
what's the 10th from last letter of the alphabet?
J.
What's your favourite cheat meal?
Pancake.
Your weakest CrossFit movement?
Deadlift.
Your favourite bar in Liverpool?
Black horse.
What's the capital of Ukraine?
Fuck nose.
Any fears or phobias?
Yeah. Snakes.
Pull a lifting face.
Time.
Last one, please. Italian or Chinese? One thing on your bucket list.
Jump out of a plane all the time.
What's your type on paper?
What's my type? Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Everton or Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Give us a verse from a song.
I can see my whole world changing.
Funniest Instagram account?
Oh, read that Bible. Oh, bolder me.
We thought you'd say can't Bible. Finish the sentence. Reece Mitchell is.
That's it.
That's it, done lad.
I don't even say anything.
Brilliant, kid.
So, hope you enjoyed the episode. We enjoyed doing it. Reece is great fun.
Good team player.
Good team player, yeah.
And he prefers me over.
I feel like he felt he had to say that. So,
Maybe I don't.
on that note, like and subscribe if you want. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. And saying.